I am back. BJ Weiner is back, but actually in the way that you've seen this, there's absolutely no break in the schedule. So actually nothing's happened. But for me, it's been a while since I've been here with BJ Weiner. And that, you know, is a horrible thing because I've missed him more than anything. So let's now see, because we're here, 8 games played, halfway point of the season, halfway point of our season. Someone could have played 9 games. It's irrelevant. Let's take a look at the stats. Of course, just our stats. We don't care about the rest of the team. And let's take a look at what it's looking like for end of season awards and things like that. So here we go. This is all that matters. Stats are all that matters. And let's take a look. I can already see there we were 4th in the NFL for yards. So that's not bad whatsoever. We have thrown 12 interceptions, but let's face it, we follow the Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning school of philosophy. If it means we score touchdowns and, you know, we win games, we'll throw interceptions. Now, of course, we've won 4, lost 4, so it's not quite the same philosophy, but we're not doing badly. And we'll take a look at the sacks and we'll compare that to the rest of the league, because I'm sure we'll be somewhere near the top. So let's take a quick look if we do it here at the full standing. So we see here the yards and we're in 4th place. Touchdowns, let's see how we're doing for touchdowns, because of course you can add about 5 or so rushing, but I don't think we're doing too badly either. Okay, no, we're doing quite badly. Where are we? There we are. BJ Weiner is quite far down the pecking order, but also not that far away. Only a few guys were significantly more than him. Tom Brady were 10 more. Or did we have 13 or 14? We had 13, so Tom Brady has 10 more. Interceptions, to be fair, he's also thrown, you know, more than us, so we're doing okay there. And let's take a look at the all-important number, and I can already see from these numbers, it's going to be ridiculous. We're winning by 10. We shouldn't be winning by 10 sacks. That is ridiculous. Joe Flacco's next with 36. Everybody else is doing better. This happened, if you remember, Lamar Jackson's beginnings in the NFL with the Browns, which definitely happened. He also had a lot of sacks, and then the Browns actually went and got him some offensive line help, and he did much better, and I'm hoping that'll be the case here. So New York Jets, I know you can't draft to save, you know, a franchise, literally, but please draft some offensive linemen. Bring them in free agency. Just give us some help there, because the offensive line is terrible statistically, you know, overall wise and everything, and literally 46 sacks on the year. Now, of course, we take some more because we run out of the pocket, but it shouldn't be 46 compared to the next worst of 36. And now we'll also turn that light on so everything's a lot brighter, because, you know, get it done eventually and it'll be good enough. Let's take a look touchdowns wise, because we'll be somewhere near the top. Not that far away anyway. Okay, no. We're in with a bunch of guys though here with the 5 touchdowns. There we are. What else do we care about? Not blocking, not defense. We don't care about any of this. Get out of here. We're done. Something I did see though here is that the legacy leaderboard, we're already ahead of Bryce Petty. Now that is absolutely no surprise whatsoever. Let's run down here so we can find us. I may have gone too fast. No, I haven't. There we go. It's easy to see us. So we're ahead of Bryce Petty. We're ahead of Mitch Trubisky, who's had a whole season. Jared Goff, we're apparently better than. Now, of course, let's ignore the fact that our legacy score is 16 and these guys are even lower, but we're better than these people. Now, the fact we're not better than Blaine Gabbert is absolutely ridiculous, but, you know, these people will overtake. Max Sanchez really is the benchmark, especially as a New York Jets quarterback. We've got to be better than him, and we're doing okay. Now, of course, the thing for us is we've won Offensive Player of the Week a couple of times. We don't need to look at that. It was twice, I believe. Yearly awards, that's what we care about. And in the MVP race, we are 3rd. We're actually 3rd in the MVP race as a rookie, so that's not bad whatsoever. Offensive Coach of the Year, we're obviously offensive. Coach of the Year, we don't care about. 2nd, so it's Deshaun Watson. It's who we're in a race against, and that actually works out perfectly because, well, there you go. There is in the Offensive Player of the Year and MVP. It's that as well. And it works out perfectly because we're playing the Texans this week. Defensive Player of the Year, why do we care about that? If we're not there, we don't care. There we are. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we're going to win that. Best quarterback, we want to win that, but Tom Brady's in that category, and we don't stand a chance. We're 5th for best quarterback, but they understand that we're an offensive weapon, and that is the difference. Of course, here we don't care about anything, and certainly none of our players are going to show up there. So, what a great week to find that out, that we are playing the Texans. The same week we find out that Deshaun Watson is our #1 enemy for Offensive Player of the Year, MVP, all of that. This is a crucial game for BJ Weiner. Forget all the rest. Forget the 4-4 season. The season starts now, here against the Texans. Time to grab that MVP award. Time to grab the Offensive Player of the Year award. For time to grab the best, we can't grab best quarterback. Tom Brady's got that one locked down. Time to continue grabbing that Offensive Rookie of the Year. We're going to win these awards, And it starts here with this game. Now remember, you may be confused seeing me with a controller. I've got nothing to do with this. We're just spectating BJ Weiner's greatness. I'm actually playing Reboot franchise right now. That's why I've got a controller. This is all real life, and this is all really BJ Weiner. Apparently it was, and we're not going to waste any time here. We're not going to let them take 2 looks at it, and not really sure where we're going again, so we're just going to run again. And they just can't do anything to stop us right now. A dive there, bold from BJ Weiner. You would expect him to maybe slide, but he's competing for that MVP award right now, so he's going to be diving about the place, get those extra yards. Forget sliding and losing 2-3 yards. He needs everything he can get to beat out Deshaun Watson, who had a bad start, and now we give the ball to Griffin III, and he gets stopped by JJ Watt. And now in a bit of a sticky spot, 3rd and 7, but, you know, 7, that's, you know, BJ Weiner's speciality. I've said, you know, a lot of times, but we get the first down, of course we do. Number 7, that's when we turn up. So, nice, simple bench concept here. Just read it high-low, or low-high, rather, and there we go. There's another first down. Life is easy when everybody does what they're supposed to, and there's no pressure right now. I'm not sure about this play call. It's all a little bit deep for how crammed in here we are, but we might be able to know. It wasn't a good play call, and we're sacked by McKinney. Here we go, end zone or bust, but we don't want to turn over, so it's end. Oh, there you go, look, there it is. There it is. Fantastic. He just had to hold on. We get the touchdown. This is what BJ Weiner needed to do here. A little thank you to Tebow, his forefather, and we can continue. Let's see if Deshaun Watson gets anything. Absolutely nothing. This is exactly the game we needed against our competitor for Offensive Player of the Year. Okay, so we're not being given any run plays, basically. So let's try and get Griffin III going just in the pass game instead. And he's wide open there, and he's got a whole bunch of space to run, and he keeps going. He's making people miss. What a run. You can see the dynamism of Griffin III there. Just give him more chances. So we'll just wait, and there we see a wide open player go to the middle of the end zone, and it's a touchdown. BJ Weiner on another level right now. There's been a break for me, and maybe that's what we needed here to get him going. This is how he should be playing all the time. The protection is there as well. The amount of time we stayed in the pocket there to get that one out, place it perfectly. That was the offensive line that scored that touchdown. Let's be fair, but also BJ Weiner's incredible accuracy. All right, Griffin, stick your head into that gap and fight through. No? Okay. Fumble instead. Oh, you don't do that to me, son. Okay, apparently you do. Oh, apparently we're all missing him. It's a team activity. Get him. Can't believe that happened. How did he fight out of our... Have you seen the size of our arms? How did he fight out of that tackle? And then how did we all miss him? All right, 1st and 10 now. 23-yard line. Looking for Griffin III, who's wide open. Can he get the speed to get into the end zone? Of course he can get the speed up there. Nobody touches him. Another touchdown. BJ Weiner re-establishing himself in this MVP conversation with that play. Griffin III establishing himself as a guy who just doesn't get enough chances and isn't really good at decision making when it comes to running the ball. But receiving, we've seen plenty of him, and that was just a great play where he was wide open. Let's see what happens here, 3rd and 11. We're not going to force anything. We're just going to take what's given to us. And that's given to us right there. If we put it in the right spot, allow him to get under that, and not just a first down. And Darius Stewart takes it all the way for a touchdown. If we tried to do wrong in this game, I don't think we could. 31-17 the score. Deshaun Watson can't move the ball again. If we just keep a good grind here, I think we'll do fine. We're going to give the ball away, though, because at this point... Oh, look at that. There you go. That's Griffin III. It's only a matter of time before he busts one out like this. What a great run from him. It's not all BJ Weiner. GG3 can get it done too, and that is a great run. He just got round the outside, followed the blocks that were actually there for him this time, and he's got the speed to get away from everyone, gets into the end zone. That is what we've been looking for in this game. We're running away with it, and Griffin III literally ran away with that one. Fantastic. And now they actually come down, and they get a score. Score 38-24 at this point. But as long as we go down and keep chewing that clock and everything, we'll be fine. And now again, we're looking at a one-score game. Deshaun Watson not getting off our back here. And we've been trying to, you know, incorporate the run game a little bit more. But why should we when we can pass all over them? You're about to see the full force of BJ Weiner here. You're going to get Weiner in your face. He is going to come at you 110%. Actually, no, we're going to have a run play now. But apart from this one run play, we're probably going to be passing a lot. We could even switch that, but it's a green light, and we'll give Griffin III the chance. He did okay. and see what develops. Nothing, because they're not actually that fast. We'll just run here and we'll slide. See, this time we slide. No diving needed. We already know we're better than Deshaun Watson. And with this kneel, it will be game over. I don't know what you thought, Texans. I don't know why you thought you had a chance. We finished the game there. BJ Weiner, MVP of the game, maybe MVP of the league after this performance, taking on his rival Deshaun Watson. Offensive Player of the Year at this point should be in the bag. We've proven we're the better player. So let's take a look at these stats, because Weiner played very well, and of course really the only stats we care about are his, and that 157 rating, 385 yards, 75% completion percentage, 4 touchdowns. He needed to step up today, and he did. The rushing as well. Griffin III, 4.5 yards per carry, a touchdown. Nice. Apparently fumbled at one point. Oh, I remember him fumbling, actually. Yeah, of course. They took it back when we didn't tackle the guy. But very good day today. I will take that every day of the week. So that's the Texans taken care of. Let's go on to our next game against the Raiders. And yes, please keep bringing on these good young quarterbacks, because playing against them obviously increases our legacy even more, even though it doesn't increase our literal legacy, but that's also completely irrelevant to us. So if we can win this game, we'll be 6-4. Please, we don't want an average of 1 win, 1 loss every single week. We want to win games. Todd Bowles' job is probably on the line, because 500 is really not good enough. Now's the time we need to start winning games. We've got to the halfway point of the season. We're kind of locked in. We know what we're doing at this point. And the offensive line actually blocked for us in that last game. So give it up for them. Well done, offensive line. You did your job 1 week out of 9. We played 9 games. Well done. Now let's play against the Raiders. BJ Weiner, let's see what he can get done. So the Raiders started off with a touchdown drive, and a pretty good one at that. So we start off passing as we usually do. We saw a little pressure coming in there, but it was picked up and we managed to get the ball out. Again, team is playing better at the moment. The offensive line is doing better. It's a 3rd and short. Maybe the hope is they're defending it short, but at the end of the day, not really, and we're going to have to roll out ourselves here, but it does leave us with a lot of space. Should we do this? No, never. We don't have the spin moves and stuff like that to get away from people. That was Khalil Mack. That's definitely not the right decision. I mean, BJ Weiner could truck Khalil Mack out of his shoes, but he, tried a spin move there instead, so don't expect it. Oh, we're in trouble, but he's there. He's there and he's open. Oh, he overthrew him, or did he stop running? BJ Weiner says it's his fault, but that just doesn't sound right, does it? 3rd and goal, 7-yard line. What do you call? Yeah, send everyone on streaks. It's not even fades or anything. It's just streaks. So put that one in behind. Sometimes it's just got to have a good quarterback and he'll get it done. And that is exactly what he does there. So defense stops them, which to be fair is also new. Our defense hasn't really been stopping people this season, but they do it there. And I want to run this one. Let's just get it straight up there. Go Griffin III, find a hole, and he does. He's actually, to be fair, that was 4 yards. He's actually not doing too bad in this game. Usually we get a lot more 1-2 yard runs. This time we had 1 bad run and the rest were good, and we're going straight back to a run. It's green. It is to Khalil Mack's side, but it's green, so let's see what he can get. And look at that. Now, I don't know what happened last week, why it was last week that this started, but this team has woken up. I don't understand our offensive coordinator. Who is in charge of this play calling? Hail Mary. It's 2nd and goal on the 4-yard line. That's the only time we're not taking that play, because that is absolutely ridiculous. We could run this. No, we couldn't. Take it back. Take it back now, yo, as a great man once said. And into the end zone. Easy. Sometimes, we just got to do it ourselves. We like Griffin III to get a touchdown, but we like points too. Now, why the defense has stepped up so significantly as well, really it's just further mystery, because I get the offense if everyone starts playing well because they've got BJ Weiner. If the defense suddenly plays well, there's no real reason why that should happen. And BJ Weiner, they're having a bit of a problem. Let's hope that's not a brain aneurysm. I don't know, Curse. He's playing you outside and he hasn't got a safety over the top of him. He's playing you outside, he hasn't got a safety over the top of him. That spells trouble, and he holds on. That was a great job from Curse. Didn't just hold on, also fought to get those extra yards. That was a great play, because we didn't put it out far enough in front of him there. And that was to be expected after that. They come down and they score, and now if they, score a touchdown, if we score nothing here, they're winning the game. So let's think about that. Well, we managed to get that one out to Stewart, put it just behind him. Now, granted, we went out of bounds, which stops the clock again, but at least it was a 1st down, and now we can give the ball to Griffin III, finding a hole. That's what we've been waiting for all season, that kind of running. Making something out, something that doesn't look like an easy 10-yard gain. Why? Why play action power-o? We're going to switch that to actual. Like, why would we pass the ball? They've got to use their timeouts. We're using the clock up. And we get a field goal here and the game is out of reach. And we may get a touchdown here if Griffin III pulls any kind of move on that one man. Again, why the play actions? We don't need that. Look where we are, look at the time, and think about how they're going to come back when they need 2 scores if we get a field goal here. Explain that to me. Why would we pass the ball? Again, another good run from Griffin III. 7 yards that time. Take it over the first down marker. If nothing else, Griffin III, you've been playing so well today. Oh no, there we go, yeah. Or just lose the ball instead. Now they've got a minute to get down and score. It's supposed to be safer to carry the ball. And I think this calls for looking at this in normal speed. 4-yard rush by Derek Carr, 51 seconds left. A 26-yard reception, 37 seconds left. They need a touchdown. Incomplete pass there. 2nd and 10, a 9-yard reception. 21 seconds left. It's not looking likely at this point. The pass is knocked away by Steve McClendon. You guess it's the line of scrimmage. Or Steve McClendon's moved to safety, and that's why the defense been playing better. And its final score, 20-14. BJ Weiner, Griffin III, both playing together well at the same time. Not one or the other. It's at the same time, and that's when we win games. 2 wins from this one. That might be one of the first or second times we've done that this season. Just a nice little day for BJ Weiner here with 164 yards, 71% completion percentage, and a touchdown. But it was Griffin III who got himself over 100 yards, 4 yards per carry, which isn't bad. Did fumble it. Has fumbled 2 weeks in a row now, but we can forget that. That's fine. We'll move on from that because before that it was very, very, very good. So we finished this one off 6-4. Our next game will be against the Dolphins, where of course a rival returns. We always like our divisional games. I can't wait to see what's next from BJ Weiner, Griffin III, the greatest name combination in history. Not really because they match well, just because individually they have great names and they play on the same team together. I am now rambling. That's it for this one. Happy to be back. Happy to get back in a rhythm. I said that in another video actually. I'm just repeating myself now. Bye. Oh, don't forget to click the bell thing because YouTube changed stuff, I think. I have no idea.